Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I'm joined by Simon and Sarah Brown, who are the boss people of the ESTAS. Simon, Sarah, why do estate agents have two chances to make a first impression with vendors? Talk to me.
Okay, right. So, if the pandemic has taught us one thing over the last 18 months or so, it is that your website, I'm talking agents and conveyancers, needs to be your hardest working employee. And what I mean by that is that consumers, clients, whatever you want to call them, but potential customers are doing more and more research online before they make contact with you.
And the numbers back this up because the Yomdale did a report, and they've been tracking stuff, and they say the website traffic has gone through the roof to agents' websites during the pandemic. And interestingly, since lockdown has finished, it's still up there.
Yeah. People are doing their due diligence online, and so you've got to make sure that your website is absolutely tip top in terms of the way that it presents.
And this is the first impression.
That's the first impression. One stat that I learned about recently from Google is that they estimate that the buying decision of a consumer, 70% of that buying decision is made before they make personal contact with the company.
I mean, what mistakes do you think most estate agents make with their websites to give a poor first impression?
Well, genuinely, I think one of the things that a lot of them don't get right is customer reviews. So you quite often, and you'll see it, don't you? You see a website and they'll have 5 customer reviews which don't have a date on, don't have a name on even, and they slide across, don't they? Or you'll see customer reviews where the last one was September 2019 because they haven't bothered to update it. And we all know that customer reviews are intrinsic to people making buying decisions. We all use customer reviews, whether we're buying a kettle online or a holiday. We use reviews all the time.
Can I just jump in there?
Yeah.
We've at the ESTAS now, we actually have an account management team. So you have your own personal account manager. And what we're doing is looking at estate agents' websites all day, every day. And a huge mistake that they're making is once you land on that homepage, the reviews should be there, loud and proud.
Yeah.
What people tend to be doing is burying them, testimonials, 5 pages down. By the time they're actually found out they're going to be looking at a competition.
But of course, you're going to say that because you run a review site.
Yeah, but I'm talking about reviews in general. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to people, you must use ESTAS reviews. It's just reviews in general. It's just something that is now intrinsic as part of a buying decision by a consumer.
And certainly, I have to agree that I think they call it social proof, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, but then how do you get around the fact is that some people think some reviews are fake?
Right. Okay. So there are effectively 2 types of review platforms. You've got open platforms and you've got invite-only platforms. So a typical open platform, let's use another industry, would be, say, TripAdvisor. That would be an open platform.
Trustpilot.
No, TripAdvisor. So anybody can go onto a restaurant or a hotel or a pub profile on TripAdvisor and leave a review, whether they've used or visited that place or not. A good example of a invite-only platform would be Booking.com, which is widely used by millions and millions of people. You can only use a review on Booking.com if you've stayed at the hotel, okay? And it's the same in the property industry. So we are an invite-only platform. So the estate agent, conveyancer, letting agent or mortgage broker sends the invite out to their customers when the transaction's been completed.
Can the agent though hold it back if it's like a 1-star though?
They could potentially do it if they want to. The only thing I would say is that negative. If you've got a customer who's pissed off with you, if you don't give that customer the opportunity to leave a customer review for you, they're going to leave it somewhere else, probably on social media, and that opens up a whole can of worms.
All of the reviews, we have a certain amount of, as in any valued feedback platform, we have that transparency in that you can see all of the reviews. there is a widget where they stream those reviews live onto their website. We do give agents a facility of only posting their 4 and 5 stars on there. But if you wanted to, you can see all reviews
So you get the
left.
best of both worlds. You're having honesty and openness, yet at the same time,
You can,
the ones
yeah.
that are streaming through.
Yeah.
I am a huge believer in social proof because, agents' websites tell a story, one story, but prove that someone else has lived the dream
Yeah.
in the service.
I mean, our strapline on our review widget, which appears on agents' websites, is verified reviews from home movers. Yeah?
Yep.
And they are. We have a team, an audit team that verifies the reviews. And importantly, in the last, since beginning of lockdown actually, and it was really helpful for us, we now have a tool where an ESTAS review is duplicated on your Google review account.
I'm with you.
So you can actually generate Google reviews.
Which are very, very important.
Through
Because
ESTAS.
it's invite only, what we're doing is we're putting the control of these reviews squarely into agents, conveyancers' hands.
Sarah, what's the second time that an agent can make?
Okay,
first impression?
so we've got the reviews. The website is looking fantastic with the ESTAS widget on there. The only problem is that's looking great. The client is now made the decision. They felt like they've done their due diligence and now they're on the phone to you. And this is where, since lockdown and staff are working remotely, they're not getting this correct. That person, you've got one chance of that second impression, and you have to get that
And
right.
is this through you mystery shopping them, or you just reading the reviews?
Well, no, it's your contact with estate agents. Isn't it?
We're phoning agents through and conveyancers all the way through the week, myself and my team, and we're seeing it firsthand. Sometimes the phone is not even answered. Guys, you've got to get this right. That second.
But that's shocking in this
Yes.
market. That
It is.
stock levels.
Stock is low. Stock,
We're
yeah,
about 40, apart from London, we're about 40-50% of where we normally are around the country.
yeah.
And people aren't picking the phone up.
Yeah.
What the hell's happening?
Yeah.
It-
I think generally it's not. I don't think it's just the property sector. People are still
No.
on furlough. I know that's going to change at the end of this month. So and there are staff still working from home, but yeah, as Sarah says, so 70% of the decision has been made by the vendor or the landlord to contact that agent because they want
So
to
they're
use
almost 7/10 of the way there.
Yeah.
So all you
And
need
then-
is a half decent phone call and you've got them over the line.
A lot of the time that I'm finding is these call minding companies are fine and great and brilliant services, but don't pretend that you're the estate agent. Just be open and honest about that you will get somebody to call them back with the knowledge, because as soon as you start delving and asking, they're pretending to be the agent, that's when they seem to be coming unstuck.
Interesting.
There's almost a
It
pitch
is.
opportunity there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost they should be saying this agent is so busy because they're so good they can't actually answer the phone. We are answering the phone on their behalf, but I will make sure that one of them gets back to you. So
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
actually use it as a sales pitch.
Be open and honest at that point.
Interesting. I'm sure. I mean, we all know there's especially one huge one in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might be interesting for them to.
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
won't mention their name, obviously.
No.
No.
But yeah, interesting. Anything else you want to add to this before we finish this off?
I'm going to do a little sales pitch.
I wouldn't
The
expect
customer,
anything less.
the thing about the ESTAS customer review platform is the simplicity of it. It's not complicated. It's set up and designed specifically for property professionals. We're not trying to put a square peg into a round hole. And at the push of the one button, you get your ESTAS review on your website. You get a LinkedIn review, you get a Google review, you get a Twitter review, and you get a Facebook review
You also get a review expert.
at the end of the phone.
Good. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight. And I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Chris.
Chris.